Hi, I'm Terry Morrill, the General Manager of Pacific Outdoor Living. And today we're going to do a lesson on how to measure slopes. Slopes can be something that are quite confusing, but hopefully today we're going to make it a lot simpler. A slope basically is just a slant or an incline, usually measured downward. So what we have here on our board, we want to have a line here and we're going to measure the slope in it. And slopes in construction are usually measured in percentages. A percentage comes from the word percent, which means for every cent is 100. So a 1% slope over 100 feet would be 1 foot. So any distance that you have, basically if it's a 1%, it's simply whatever that foot is or inches times 1%. A 2% slope, let's say you have 50 feet and you want a 2% slope of it. 2 times 50 is a 1 foot slope at the other end. So in other words, if this is 50 feet, from here to here is 50 feet, then we have our level line, which we remember we did in an earlier lesson. This is our level line right here. The distance between here and here would be 1 foot. So, and this distance is 50. So you can do it in feet or inches. So let's just do another example. Let's say that you're doing something that's 10 feet. Or 10 feet is the same as 120 inches, 120 inches. And in 120 inches, you're looking for a 5% slope. So you're going to take your 120 inches and multiply that times 5, and that's going to turn out to be 6 inches, 6.00. So this distance is going to be 6 inches, which is equal to a 5% slope. And the reason that 5% slopes are so important is that in construction, we run into all the rules and regulations having to do with ADA, which stands for the American Disabilities Act. And basically any driveway or entry or path of travel that you take with a wheelchair cannot be greater than 5%. So let's go outside and measure this section of driveway to see if we have a 5% slope or not. Okay, so this is the driveway that we want to check to see if it's greater than 5% slope to see if we're in compliance with the ADA. And just looking at it, it looks like it is a bit higher than that to me. But I have Raymond here and we're going to run a string line from this point here all the way down here to get a level line. That's going to be our reference that we're going to measure everything from. And what Raymond's going to do is he's going to tell me he's going to hold that level, and when the edge of the string hits that line, that's when we're level.
Up, up.
I need to come up a little.
Perfect.
Okay, good. So there we are. Now that's a level line. I'm going to just tie this string off. So now we're going to measure the distance from our garage at that point all the way out to here, and we are exactly 260 inches. So 5%, 260 is 13 inches. So I can't be over 13 inches, and I measure that, and I'm at 17. Boy, are we in trouble. No, we haven't built it yet, so we're okay. So a real simple way to do this is actually just to measure out 100 inches. So we go 100 inches here, make a mark. Now I'm going to see what my vertical distance is, and whatever your tape measure says is the percentage of slope you have. And that is 6 inches. So that's a 6% slope. So turn to your workbooks. We have a lot of drills on doing this, and we have a drill on you getting the difference between percent slope and what a 1/8 of an inch per foot slope or a 1/4 an inch per foot slope is. So good luck with your drills, and thanks for watching.